warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. So, my name is Melisa Indriani, and welcome to our international conference. So, to make our time effectively, I will share my PowerPoint to you with share screen. If you can see it, please let me know. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay. So our theme today is about teaching and learning process while pandemic. But here I'm not gonna tell you about how the teaching and learning process actually, but how it is make impact for us, teacher or also the learner. All right. So next slide. Yeah. Okay, so comes the background. First, we know that COVID-19 pandemic began as a health crisis in the whole world now. And the resulting and ongoing COVID-19 pandemic caused multidimensional global crisis also in the teaching and learning process in the education section. And the pandemic forced people to work from home. And for many teachers and students, online learning is highly challenging. I will tell you later why it is challenging, but I will, sorry. Okay. After the emergence of the COVID-19 epidemic that now has been being a pandemic, the education system began looking for an innovation for the teaching and learning process. Moreover, the circular number 4 of 2020 from the Minister of Education and Culture, which recommends that all activities in educational institutions must keep their distance and all material delivery will be delivered in their respective homes. Okay, so before we come to the lacks of this pandemic teaching and learning, I will tell you about the definition of the online learning system. So it is a learning system without face-to-face learning between teachers and students, but it is done online using the internet network. Teachers must ensure teaching and learning activities continue even to students at home. So as we know from the pictures below, today we have to understand and master about the technological using, for example, by using the application to do the teaching and learning process. For example, is WhatsApp, Instagram, Google Classroom, YouTube, Zoom, and etc. So it's make the students and teachers or students and teacher challenge. Sorry. First is before the pandemic, we usual to learn by books, but today's we have to understand and master how to teach and how to learn by the technology. For example, electronic media. And the second picture, beside that, our students now understand about the using of technology very well, and and often the teacher is not master the technology more than the students. For example, you can see the pictures below between a teacher and a student where the teachers still not using a computer. But besides that, it's also make a lack, not just for the students, but also for the teacher. Maybe there are some students that don't understand about the material that delivered by the teacher, and also the teacher will be difficult to deliver the material to the some student that actually need uh, more focus than another students. All right. So then some of the solution that actually we have to do in this, or we have to implement, is first, government must provide a policy by opening free online application service in collaboration with internet providers and applications to help this online learning process. And alhamdulillah, actually our government now have given us that free online application service, and also credit. In Bahasa is quota, free credits, right? And the second is the government must also prepare an online-based learning curriculum and syllabus. It will make the teacher easier to teach their student, because there are a curriculum and syllabus as their uh, point of point of view. I think it's kind of the trigger. And then the last is for schools, it is necessary to carry out technical guidance or bimbingan teknis, BIMTEK, online for the online implementation process, and to socialize to parents and students through print and social media about the procedures for implementing online learning in relation to their roles and duties. So uh, actually it's pretty hard to learn by online, especially for the elementary student. Maybe for the high school students, it's a little bit easier, but for the elementary school students or the new students of junior high school, they still need guidance by their parents or maybe their sisters or older brothers. All right, I think that's all about my simple material today. Thank you for your attention, and I also open for the question section. Thank you.
Okay, hello.
Hi.
I will ask you a question.
Yes, please.
My name is Nurhijatul Jana. According to you, what is the most effective application for online teaching and learning? Maybe that's the question. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, Jana, can you repeat again your question? It's not
Okay,
clearly.
my question is about, according to you, what is the most effective application for online teaching and learning?
Okay, thank you for your question. Actually, if we talking about the most effective application, it's depends on the teacher. Sometimes most of the teacher will use just WhatsApp group to share about the material, and then to have a discussion with their students. Sometimes some of the teacher will use like Google Meet or Zoom to make the material delivered will be to be more easier to understand by the students. So actually it's depend on the teacher and also the students, because sometimes some of the student doesn't have apa ya, the right media, maybe or phone or maybe their personal computer cannot have the Zoom. So it's just make agreement between the teacher and the learners. I think that's all.
Okay, it's
Okay.
clearly.
Okay, thank you so much for your question. Is there any question again? Okay, thank you so much. If there's no any question, I think that's all about our conference in my section. Thank you for attending in this international conference, and I will see you on the next time. Thank you. Bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi